Okay, this is a long one. I'm going to explain it all for you. Firstly, my Santa is $150 an hour. I'm in New Jersey, so we're probably about the same amount of, costs of doing business and such. I first started doing Santa in 2016. So this is 10 years of Santa. Okay, I've done it all. Okay, and sorry it took me a few days to get to this. I wanted to get a nice long video to you. So he's $150 an hour. So many photographers in my area are doing 15 to 20, if not 30-minute sessions. And I find that people either don't want the big hefty price of it because they're charging like $450, $500. And you have to think about it for Santa. Okay, there are some people who want that. Absolutely, absolutely agree. But if you're charging $400 to $500 for 3 or 5 digital images to see Santa, while yes, I understand from a business standpoint, it doesn't make sense to a family who's coming in for a 15 to 30-minute session to see Santa. Okay, so this is what I did. When COVID hit in 2020, I still had people wanting to do Santa, but we were in masks, but Santa was in a shield. Okay, or I think, you know what, we did like a questionnaire of like, what do you want? And it was kind of like 50-50 what people wanted. So I did 5-minute minis because in the state of New Jersey, you were only allowed to be with people for like around people for like 15 minutes. Like there were still stupid rules going on. So I decided to do 5-minute minis, and it was like Lap Santa, but more of an experience. So I was in an old studio, and what I did was people lined up. And it was like first come first serve, even though you have a time slot, like still get in line, sit 5 minutes with Santa. It was still private, so it was in the studio, and they were privately with Santa, but like people were outside the window and able to see it. So it kind of was like the mall Santa, but kind of not, because it still wasn't like screaming kids. You didn't hear all them. So that was wonderful. We did our first year, I think we did like 86 families. And that was adding on a second day because I was like, I don't think people are going to book these. I'm just going to book these for the few people that I know will come back, right? And it was so successful. So the next year we did like 180 families or something. It kept doubling every year pretty much until we got to 2023. And we did 350 families in a whole different studio. We have like an entire experience, like back from last year. You could see like I did drone footage of like how we set up our house, and it's like an experience, and it's not just wait in line, wait for Santa kind of thing. I'm happy to do a whole tutorial on that. I actually wanted to do education on that because I love it so much and my clients love it so much. It is so unique. No one else does it in our area. And I feel like people could absolutely do it all around the country, but I digress. So we did 350 families, 5-minute minis. Now, some of those, that's just families. All together, time slot wise, it was 426 slots. So a lot of people upgrade to the 15-minute session. So I have 3 backdrops to choose from. With the 15-minute session, they can do all 3 backdrops. They get all of their digital images. They also get a custom storybook. Because here's the thing, I want with the experience, even though it's more cost out of pocket for me, and I'm making more off of the 5-minute minis. So when they read the storybook with 10 of photos of their kids with Santa in the storybook, it reminds them every single year they have to come back, or they show their family and they show like cousins and stuff, and they come back and they start booking sessions. So it's a great marketing aspect as well. Again, I can go into that. But the 5-minute minis are so profitable. If you think about it, let me just double check my math. So every hour you're doing 12 mini sessions. 60 minutes divided by 5 is 12 sessions. Right now I charge $65 per mini session. That includes 1 digital image. That comes out to $780 per hour. Okay, so we do about 4 to 5 hours depending on the day. So say we do 5 hours, that's, I had to double check my calendar, $3,900 I'm making. Minus $150 an hour is a profit of $3,150 in one day. If everybody just did a 5-minute, 1 digital image, of course, I am upselling digital files, which 50% of those clients will do a full gallery, which is $100. People will also upgrade for like storybooks and stuff. I don't really count that because it's not a lot of profit. There's more overhead with that. So I don't count if they add on a storybook unless they are a 15-minute session. I highly recommend 5-minute mini sessions. Make a full experience. This year I can definitely make a better video for like how people come in. My Instagram is Stinsman Photography, Stinsman Photography, and I have like on the highlights the past at least 4 years of highlights of Santa, and you can see how it has progressed from just a few little outdoor decorations to a whole giant winter wonderland. My husband loves it, let's just say. So I highly recommend 5-minute mini sessions. That's the best part, that you're going to get your profit. And people love it. They don't want to go to the mall anymore. They don't want all the sicknesses. They don't want the screaming kids. And if you sell it as an experience, even though it's only 5 minutes, people are going to come back year after year. I mean, I've been doing this. This is year number 10. I have had families for 10 years coming. And even though their kids that are older do not believe anymore, they are still coming because it's the experience. Every year they come back, they come see Aunt Jackie or Miss Jackie, and they have their photos done. Like, it's seriously well worth it.